This is a guide for performing glitches and speedruns of Desperados 3. There are loads of glitches known for this game, several of which can save massive time. To make performing these glitches easier, I use a couple of custom key bindings which you can set in the options menu. I set use mode to caps lock instead of the default control key, and set execute showdown mode to the R key instead of enter. These changes keep all the keys you need for the game close together and eliminate any long reaches. You'll see me using these in my input overlay, but verbally I'll still call the commands by their default settings on PC. Also, I'll be demonstrating all glitches with Showdown time pause on. They can all be performed with time pause off too, though. Just be aware that it can increase the difficulty of execution. Most glitches in the game are performed by exploiting Showdown mode, so we'll start out with tricks for efficiently manipulating Showdown mode ghosts. In Showdown mode, a ghost can be created from your character's current position simply by issuing a move command. You can also create a ghost at an enemy's position by issuing an attack command, then moving. You can create a ghost at any interactable which that character can interact with by control-clicking it. You can create a ghost at a door network with a simple click. Your ghost will usually appear outside the door you click, although certain doors won't work. Finally, there's a neat trick to create a ghost at any location. Hold Ctrl-A and click an enemy to schedule a kill and carry command. Then control-click the location where you'd like to create your ghost to schedule a body drop. At this point, your ghost is still in a body carry state, but for certain glitches we'll want to revert to a normal state, specifically so that we're able to jump. Each character can use a certain ability to achieve this. Cooper can use his coin. McCoy can use his snipe or his bag. Kate can use her powder. And Isabel can use either a cat or mind control on an enemy, regardless of whether they're in range or not. Hector can bypass all of this by simply scheduling a whistle at the desired location. The first major glitch to know is that you can make your characters invisible, meaning you won't be detected or attacked by enemies. To do this, send a Showdown ghost through a door. While the ghost is passing through, hit space and shift to crouch and exit Showdown mode. Just with that, your character should now be invisible. Invisibility lasts indefinitely, even through mid-level cutscenes. It will only get disabled if you or your ghost walk through a door. Invisibility also can't be activated for 5 seconds after your character passes through a door. This window can be sped up with a fast forward though. Bodies you're carrying won't be seen while you're invisible. You can take down an enemy in plain sight without detection if you use a kill carry command by holding control while issuing an attack. For Kate, this will knock out the enemy rather than kill them. Other characters can't knock out an enemy like this without detection. The next major glitch to know is teleportation, specifically what you could call a jump teleport. You can teleport your characters from any location to any place you can perform a jump, specifically to the end of that jump. To do this, enter Showdown mode and create a ghost. Have the ghost perform a jump, and while in midair immediately after starting the jump, quickly press space then shift, just like we do for invisibility. Your real character should replace the ghost upon landing. Make sure to utilize the ghost positioning tricks mentioned earlier to set up teleports faster. One important note is that if you teleport while in view of an alerted enemy, they will run to wherever you teleport to. In such a scenario, you may want to teleport to another location first to send the enemies there, then teleport to your desired location. If you perform the inputs for a teleport but press space shift with a later timing when your ghost is near the ground, instead of teleporting, your character will fly across the map to that location. This is slower than teleporting, and it's possible to cause alerts as you fly past enemies. However, it can be useful in certain situations because you can cancel your flight partway through. To do a fly cancel, enter Showdown mode as you're flying. You can then schedule an attack command on any enemy, wait for just a beat, then execute Showdown. Your character will drop to the ground where they are, then move to go attack the enemy, which you can let happen or override with another command. Alternatively, you can issue other commands like a move or control clicking an interactable. The drawback of doing this is that you have to wait for your ghost to land at the end of the flight path before executing Showdown, otherwise the flight won't get cancelled. Fly cancels are useful for quickly getting to places that you can't directly teleport to, like inside rooms or upper levels. One limitation is that your character's height affects where they can land. So you may need to move your character to a higher position before flying, and some places are just unreachable. In addition to teleporting yourself, you can teleport an enemy with you. To do this, issue an attack and carry command on an enemy, and during the attack animation, perform a teleport. After a moment, the enemy's dead body will fly to your character's feet. These teleports require slightly different inputs to prepare your ghost for the jump. For Hector, whistle twice instead of just once. For others, do a drop body command 3 times, or twice with a short delay in between. Then do the character-specific actions such as Cooper's Coin. You can initiate the teleport at any point during the attack and carry animations up until the enemy is fully picked up. At that point, your abilities will be disabled and the teleport will become impossible. This can be done on an enemy in full vision without triggering an alert, as long as you don't teleport in the first few frames of the attack animation. An alert will also trigger if you try to attack teleport a long cone in full vision.
On to the next. You having fun yet? Loads.
You can teleport from anywhere into any door that an enemy is passing through. You can do this while carrying a body or item, and it'll teleport with you.
She patched me up.
To do this, enter Showdown mode and try to move your ghost through a door that an enemy is walking through. Once your ghost stops moving from being blocked, hit space and shift. Your real character will then appear and enter the door. It has to be an enemy since your characters don't block each other. Some cutscenes will warp your characters to a particular location. You can override this and have your characters maintain their prior position by having your character be inside a door network, or stopped mid-climb on a climbable by crouching on the way up. You can fully access parts of a map that haven't been revealed yet, but it requires using a controller rather than keyboard and mouse. With these controls, nothing stops you from simply walking past the edge of the screen. Enemies won't be loaded in these areas, but objects and event triggers will, allowing you to run straight to the end of the level. Certain events are triggered by having one of your characters pass through a door. For these, sending a Showdown ghost into the door works too. If you cancel Showdown mode during the entry animation, you can trigger the event and still maintain invisibility if you've activated it. If your ghost passes all the way through the door, invisibility will be lost. That concludes the glitches that make an appearance in at least one record run at the time of recording this video. There are other glitches though that I'll go over in case a use is found for them in future speedruns or for other types of gameplay. You can teleport a body from a door network to any location.
Let's keep moving.
To do this, carry a body through a door network. While passing through, enter Showdown mode and hit space and shift to put you into a glitch state inside the network. Enter Showdown mode, issue a drop body command at any location, then exit Showdown mode. The body will now be at the new location. You can teleport from anywhere into any door network. First, create a Showdown ghost carrying a body.
Let's go.
Enter a network and hit space to crouch. Wait about 2 seconds, then with your cursor outside the door you want to emerge from, quickly alternate shift and click 3 times. You can teleport from any jump toward any interactable by beginning a jump at the same time you control-click the interactable. To perform this consistently, schedule a jump beginning at your feet, then execute Showdown mode and control-click the interactable at the same time.
Nice
Nice mansion.
Can you imagine living in a place like that?
You can also teleport from one jump to another.
I could use more sleep. Really wouldn't want to be alone right
This trick has a major limitation in that you'll collide with anything that's in between you and the target object.
Nice mansion.
Can you imagine living in a place like that?
And you'll also stop at any level change.
I was just asking.
Oh yeah? Come on, ask again, why don't you?
You can indefinitely distract enemies with Kate.
Not yet. Breathe.
To do this, use Kate's distractibility on a distractible enemy. Enter Showdown mode before the enemy's gaze is fully on Kate, move Kate's ghost any distance, then exit Showdown mode. The enemy's view cone will be locked in the direction Kate was standing.
Be patient.
Kate can pick up knocked out characters from one level higher.
Sure.
Other allies can tie up knocked out characters like this too. This doesn't work with dead or tied up bodies. It's possible to teleport an enemy upon gaining control of them with mind control. This would be useful for saving time, but I haven't yet been able to figure out how exactly it's done, and have only encountered it 2 or 3 times.
Hell?
There were some additional glitches that had been used shortly after the game came out that have apparently been patched since, and are no longer possible in the current game. In addition to hitting event triggers and doors with Showdown ghosts, you were previously able to activate other types of event triggers too, like Meetup points. There was another glitch where a player could chain kill and carry commands to teleport enemies to their character's current position and kill them. That's everything I know about glitches for the game, at least things I'd consider a glitch which are relevant to speedrunning. I've also created a written guide for additional tech for the game. I'll have a link to that in the description. If you know about any glitches or other techniques that I haven't included, I'd love to learn about them, so please let me know. I hope you found this guide helpful, and happy running!